Welcome back, gamers. Lazygamer here, and let me show you something. So you have just set up your very secret area with an item and a switch far away to trigger it to open the room. So in this example it's not far away, obviously, but that's fine. Let's play this and see that it works correctly. I just don't want the sound to double in my mic. So before we hit the switch, let's just... Oh, it shows through. That's no good. And we can pick it up. So, why is that? Well, the room is too small, obviously. And of course you could enlarge the area like you would any secret room. But I like this setup. Why would I change it? Well, there is another way of doing this. It does require some scripting, but that's fine. So how do we go about it? Well, I will show you in a moment. So firstly, we have to exchange this item for a map spot. But first, if this is the thing we want, make note of the class name of this item. Chainsaw with a big C, which is important for later. We will change this now for map spot 9001 under GZDoom in our list here. Our door sector that will open is 50 in its tag. I will give this then a tag of 21 for reference. In our script, we will spawn in this item once we have triggered the switch. Firstly, obviously, we do need the script. So let's open our script editor, like so. We will need a script, so let's create one. Script name spawn train. So, and we will trigger it via a tagline. So tag action, line action script. So it will be void. It will not be accessible. We will need our braces, space, Now, firstly, we need to raise the ceiling. I want it to raise to nearest ceiling, so ceiling raise to nearest. This will have a couple of things we need to enter. We need the tag ID for the sector, which I have said is 50. We need a comma, and then we need the speed. I want it to raise fairly fast. You won't really be in the room while this happens, but might as well. Don't need a comma if this is the last action inside those, so that's fine. Now, this is important. If we are to summon that item, we need a slight delay, or the game will forget to do the second thing. So we will add a delay. Does not need to be very big. 1 tick will do. Remember to add semicolon, I think it's called again. And our main event, when the secret area is activated or raised, we will need to spawn it. We will use an action called SpawnSpot. It's fairly very much the same as spawn thing, but it can be silent, and it has a few other uses. But for now, we will need to spawn in, have the name of the thing. Here we have to use class names, which you can see. So we will add our chainsaw, comma as usual. SpawnSpot ID, which we said is 51, comma, and at the very least you have to give it new ID, or at least mention that you will not zero. It doesn't get any. That's really all we need. I think you actually do need to add this though, or it might not work. I have had different results from this, but I believe this is the case. Compile script. Script compiled with no errors, which is fine. Now we have, I forgot to add that this is actually a secret. So let's go to edit effect, generalized effects, secret, no, yes, it's supposed to be. You don't have to do it. Actually, I should have already done it, but what do you know? I didn't. Sorry. Now we need to make this do what the script says instead of making this action. So we can change this to 80 script execute. And let's select our script now. But it's not here. I guess I have to go back and give it a number after all. No, you don't. String. And we have our named script in place. Remember, if you set this up, you have to set it at least one player presses use or walk over if it was a line here. but it will warn you about this if you do not add it, so that's fine. We don't need no map number. We haven't set up any other arguments, so that's fine. We're done. So when we start this map, we will not be able to pick up any item in here because there isn't any yet. And when we hit the switch, this will raise and we will be able to go inside and get our chainsaw. Let's test that out. So here we are. We cannot accidentally pick up anything inside this secret area. We hit our switch, which triggers our script. It will raise. We will get our chainsaw. And for some reason, I get a second gun as well. I'm not sure why that is. There's only one item in there. And our script calls for a chainsaw only. Curious. Well, second gun is beautiful Doom anyway. Well, but this will work. If I wanted to make this super shotgun S, big S, remember. To do that, if we play it now, this will be super shotgun instead. So if you just remember the class ID, you can make this. I'm not quite sure why it didn't trigger that before now. What is this? Secret, yes. It's a mystery. One more time. I might not have entered the area when I picked it up, that's why. Yeah, that's because you trigger picking up before you actually hit the area, but usually you would just walk through it anyway. So you could make the item be secret instead, obviously. But the main point is you can't be able to pick up any item before you hit the switch. So this has been your host, the Lazygamer, logging off. Bye guys.